Hi there! Welcome to my channel. It's Sapphire here, and today I'll be reviewing a non-fiction title, Playing with Religion in Digital Games. This book is published by Indiana University Press, and it's edited by Heidi Campbell and Gregory Grieve. This book features a collection of works by academics from a great range of disciplines, including film studies, new media, or religious studies. This is one of my most favorite books I've ever read, and I would recommend it wholeheartedly to anyone who is interested in reading it. You might think that this scholarly work might primarily target religion and game scholars, and you're absolutely right. But don't let that deter you because this is actually very accessible for the average gamer and average reader. Jargon is used at a very minimum, and one of the things I love about this book is that, possibly complicated concepts and ideas, they are actually expressed very clearly and in very easily understandable ways in the book. So, let me recount what I think are some of the best content. In my opinion, one of the best chapters in the book compared 3 American games with 3 Arab games. So what's really interesting here is that each pair of the American Arab games are compared in terms of different elements. For example, a pair of games were compared audiovisually, another pair in terms of narrative, and another procedurally. The American game Civilization 4, for example, is compared to the Arab game Arabian Lords. These two games are compared procedurally, so basically it's what is permitted or not in terms of the mechanics of the game and determined by the way the game was designed. I personally am not familiar with these games. I've never played them actually, so it was really enlightening to me. In fact, after reading about Civilization 4, I'm now looking forward to playing the game so that I could build up civilizations based upon religions such as Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism. It would be so cool. Another chapter I really enjoyed and was pretty intrigued by is the chapter which examined the horror survival games Silent Hill and Fatal Frame. So one idea in this chapter that initially puzzled me was the concept of transcendent horror. I didn't really understand it that much at first, but I'm glad to say that my confusion about it was cleared up as I progressed through the book. And of course, who wouldn't like to read about horrific, twisted, and gory mystical tales related to the games? But I bet gamers who have played Silent Hill and Fatal Frame would surely be familiar with the narratives. But this was my first encounter with the narratives for sure through this book, because I couldn't get myself to even watch gameplays of these games. Merely seeing the spooky thumbnails of these videos on YouTube is enough to freak me out. On another note, I really love some of the unconventional ideas expressed in the book. I'm all for innovative ideas that upset the status quo. A sentence in the book went, opening quote, "One could even argue that from a player's perspective, computer worlds are superior to reality in some respects." Closing quote. I wouldn't elaborate further on this, you would have to read the book to find out. As always, I have a written review of this book, as well posted on my personal blog, Sapphire Ng, and my book reviewing blog, Impeccable Business. I guess I will end this video by somewhat rephrasing my conclusion in the review I've written for this book. Here it goes. Considering the way this book did a pretty decent job of supporting the idea of and convincing me that gaming could be seen as an implicit religion, hey, I might be an atheist, but I guess I would happily commit myself to the religion of gaming from now on. Thank you guys for your attention. See you in my next review.